Hello everybody, playing with the Manta project again, and just wanted to touch base with you on how I design, especially aircraft, okay, and subsonic aircraft, anything below 250 miles an hour in that area. When I'm designing, I use a what I call the 5.25 degree angle, okay, and when you put them together, it's 10.5 degrees apart, and I just simply draw that out, and the it makes that uh, uh, shape. And I always check to see that I fall within that parameter, okay? And Tesla was really a very smart man. I'm talking about Nikola Tesla. He always said 369, and I found in aviation that if you take 9 layers of almost anything, okay, and the ninth being the middle, okay, and that leaves 4 on each side. And if you go with a 3 to 6 balance with aviation design, it practically lays itself out, okay? And you can make other modifications in that as you're stepping it off. But I found that out in the early 60s, that once you understand that basic parameter, I call it the 11 degrees is no go. Think about it. When you're making minor adjustments to the relative wind, and you're basically wanting to set a course that's within 11.5 degrees of that. So if your profile matches that, it just works out. And back in the early days when I was racing control line models, we went around in a circle and had a radius on that, and that's one of the reasons I figured that out, because the control lines were 60 feet long, and so it was real easy to calculate your speed off the left or the port wing, what your airspeed was as you did the circle. So you had a 120 foot circle, and that was real easy to calculate using pi. And so when I built my models on that to take every advantage, I kept that in mind for making left-hand turns. Guys from racing know that if you're making right-hand turns or making left-hand turns, you can do setup with stagger to get that half a second more on a lap. And sometimes it's if you just gain that half a second every lap in 8-lap heat, there you got 4 seconds ahead of everybody else, and so it gets that narrow when you're doing those things. So the math and trigonometry and everything, yes, I do figure that out, the calculus, the whole 9 yards. But I actually, all that's pretty much figured out, just like it works like a slide rule, if you will. So it's your layout that gives you your basic layout to where you don't have to do all the math. And you can just take a regular old protractor, just like that, and you turn it around, and the 5.5 degrees, lay it out and step it out, and that way when you're scaling up, same profile, and you can stick build almost anything that way with that layup method. And so I know all the guys work with 3D molding and have all that figured out in that, but I came from the old days where we just laid it up, lofting, and that's the way we did it. And we loft those stations up and build anything we want to with that without having to build a female plug to make it up that way. So just wanted to share that with you, and I hope that helps you. And there'll be more to follow on the Manta in my spare time. Just wanted to share the overview of where you can do tweaking, and you can check it out for yourself. Hope you're having fun, because we are. We'll see you next trip.